Alright, let me show you this. What a unique little book this is. This is Dr. O. Helps Brown's. Okay, and this is 1884. It's a little, well, it's an almanac. What do you want? Shakespearean Annual Almanac. Okay, and if you notice, the sides here are done with thread. It's just a thread, and it gives you a little extra right there to hang it up with and stuff. This is all done with thread on the side, very delicate and everything, but of course this is 1884, and this was established in 1850 and stuff. It says, all the world's a stage, all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrance, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. That's something, and there he is. Look at the illustration on this. Isn't that something? Really, look at that. I'm really dying to see if anybody knows the value of such an old almanac. 1884. Okay, so apparently they made over 2 million copies published. Okay, so let's get into this book a little bit and stuff. Now, I went through it and everything, and obviously someone who had it had themselves a nice red crayon. So a lot is red. But you get to see Dr. Brown's suppositories. It's all advertisement about different medicines and everything. Will quickly heal. Okay, and then you have in 1884, January and February, the date of the month, day of the week, moon's place, sunrises, sunsets, and moonrises. Okay, and you have this for each month. Very, very fragile book. See, and then you have March and April, May, and June. Very, very interesting. You know, because they show all these tiny little animals and everything on there. Cool. So they all mean something. In July and August, September and October, November and December. And then here it says, health is wealth, you can't afford it. You can't afford to. Unreal. So these are, woo! Let me see if I can get this situated right for you. Yeah. See that a lot better, so you can see the pictures better. Colored with red crayon. That's kind of cute in a way. Okay, but damages, of course, the value of the book. But I mean, very, very delicate book. Bicycles and horseback rides should carry a bottle of Dr. Brown's. Ooh, all right. Okay, so it tells you all about different remedies and everything. So the almanac gives you all kinds, chronic diarrhea, all kinds of everything. Sores, heart disease, constipation, everything. Dr. Brown's herbal ointment is the best known remedy for external, of course, colored in red, I'm pretty good at staying in the lines, huh? The page, I mean, it's so fragile, it's hard to even turn a page. You know, and you want to handle it delicately because it is very old. Okay. Your own experience is better than 100 testimonials. Ooh. There you go. Okay. Our medicines can be relied on for purity of ingredients. Okay. Bronchitis, longitis, asthma, croup, whooping cough, colds, coughs, and sore throats. All kinds of good stuff here. Quite the book. So if any of you have any in this book here, you know, have the series, because it was established in 1850. If you have this one missing in your collection, let me know. This is really nice. Okay. If you are nervous and can't I'm not sure what that really says. And can't. Supposed. Oh, fine. Repose. Dr. Brown's. Okay. Severe cough, lung disorders. Wow, he had everything. Pneumonia, settles cold in lungs. Wow. A little bit of everything for this, huh? Okay, it takes care of the cold in 12 hours. Can you imagine that? How come we can't find something that takes care of our cold in 12 hours today, huh? Okay. The proper care of children. Ooh. Look at that. Gives you a nice article on that one, huh? Weaning, baby cries, teething, even worms. Really? Okay, I guess they had a lot of them problems back then. Makes you wonder, don't it? Okay. Dr. Brown's herbal remedies are sold all over the world. The illustrations are really nice, but are not supposed to be colored in red. If your child has a scalp head, Woodland's balm will cure it. Alright. Cough, whooping cough, scale head. Wow. Earache, burns, sprains, stings, bruises, cuts. Wow. One medicine that does all that. Alright. That's another nice illustration. Oh, and produces a new growth of hair. Woo! Alright. I used to hear that. Oh, have some of this. Grow hair on your chest. Remember the old saying of that? Must have been some of that leftover remedy. Alright. Blood purifier. Okay, he had some of that too. Isn't that cool? Can always pause the video as I'm going through the pages and stuff so that you can read exactly everything they have to say about that. The Who Wish Consultation. Oh, and advice as to their own special case. Wow. Okay, you can get a hold of him. Okay, heart disease, lung disease. Wow, all kinds of diseases and diabetes and nerve problem and hemorrhoids and gonorrhea. Okay, all kinds of good stuff here. Wow. Alright. Oh, the pages are so delicate. Look at that. All about the liver and everything. Suppositories will clear. Oh, wow. Some more herbs. Wow. A whole bunch of everything. Alright. Now the illustration, that's not supposed to be painted red. But that's what happens. They have a crayon. Oh, these ones here got their eyes colored and they got beards and mustache on these ones. Okay. Stiff legs. Takes care of everything. Rheumatoid, blood poisoning. Wow, worms, ball sores, bad sores. Okay, so the balm is really good for a lot of interesting stuff here. Great pills, huh? Cure by renovating pills. Okay. That's for liver. Very cool. A lot of interesting stuff. Veterinary ointment. Oh, okay. Now we're getting into the animals. Valuable family hints. Cool. Alright, probably do a video on that. Read that out to you. Alright. So, here we have an almanac from 1884. That is so cool. Alright, so if any of you have part of this collection and stuff, and know the value of such a book, please leave a comment. I'd really like to know the value. Came across this at a yard sale and stuff. Bought the whole package deal, and this was in it. Because I love reading about the old stuff, you know, so this is really, really, really cool. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, as I bring you some more finds, as I continue to travel through Maine. Go to the old yard sales, because they have a mile-long yard sale every year here. So this is where you find a lot of good stuff. So I pick it up and I keep it for winter videos. So, not too much activity in the wintertime. So, hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. And of course, be sure to share it with family and friends. People are really interested in the old almanacs and what they used to say. Bye-bye now. Okay, this is True Stories of Great Americans by Samuel Adams. Okay, this is a really old book and stuff. Almost feels like material and stuff. So, in the inside here, kind of looks like designs of wallpaper from way back when. Has a little bit of water damage, and it's very, very old. Okay, and there's one of the pictures right there. Samuel Adams. D.D. LLD. Okay, Chicago, the University Association. Great. Okay, and this is an 1898 book. So, kind of cool reading, and nice kind of big letters and everything for you to read. His King Charles I. Just to show you some of the people that he talked about in his book. So we'll go through that. Louis the 14th, right there. Look at the hair on that, huh? Very curly. And these are some of the interesting folks that he wrote about. Okay, Lord North. Earl of Oxford, Robert Walpole. William Pitt. John Hancock. Old South Church in Boston. Okay, General James Wolfe. Old State House in Boston, in front which occurred the Boston Massacre. Wow. Okay. Okay, this is also in Boston. Associated with Stamp Act, Safety Committee meets here. Okay. Pennsylvania Journal and Weekly Advertiser. That's the Faneuil Hall in Boston. Look at the buildings. I love the architect of these old buildings. Really nice to see. Okay. Samuel Adams in Middle Life. See the difference in the color on the side of the pages and everything. Okay, this one here. Picture of the Boston Massacre. Wow. Awful. Okay. Scene of the destruction of the Boston Harbor. All right. Okay, the State House, Philadelphia, in 1776, from the old print of the period. Okay. Quarters of the Minutemen, Buckman Tavern, Lexington, Massachusetts. Okay, the Clark House, where Adams and Hancock were when notified by Paul Revere of the coming of the British. Just a simple house, look at that. And the importance in history for a simple looking house like that. Very interesting. Okay. The battleground and bridge in Concord. Statue of Minutemen in background. Oh yeah. Alright. Oops, here we go. Death of Dr. Warren, Battle of Bunker Hill, near Boston, June 17th of 1775. Wow. Look at the picture. Very important book. Oh, another one here. Signing of the Declaration of Independence. The book is written in really, big print, so. Birthplace of Paul Revere in Boston. Well, look at that. Well, that was something I didn't see before, didn't know about. Simple in-town building. Okay. Statue of Adams Square in Boston. Revolutionary Soldier Monument, Lexington, Mass. Okay, so this is where the book, you can kind of see it's starting to come a little apart by the because of the age and everything. Paul Revere's house, Watertown, Mass. First Continental note, we're printed here by Paul Revere. Oh, wow. Oh, mud roads and everything. Ha. Interesting. Now, what I find is questions for review, the difference in the writing in this book on these 2 pages. Kind of to a slant and everything, where everything else is just block print. So that was different. Then you talk about all the different years and stuff. So, it's kind of neat. And a really old book. And again, in the back, kind of like the material. So here we have the old book of, let me refresh myself, printed in 1898. Alright, so if some of you are book collectors and stuff, you can see the difference in the color here, probably the wear of turning of the pages, but it was made that way and stuff. So some of you are old book collectors and know the value of this book and everything. Be sure to leave it in a comment, because sharing is always nice, and the rest of the readers or viewers of this video can get some education. I've showed some of the pictures and everything, but it's always nice to know the value of the book. In case other people have some of these in their attic too. Okay, so stay tuned, and I'll bring you some more of the old stuff that I've come across during yard sailing. Okay, bye-bye now. Okay, this is just so interesting, I've got to bring it to you. Believe it or not, this is actually a calendar by H.W. Ilsworth and Son, plumbing and heating contractors. Okay, now not only, well, nice picture of an old-time bathroom and everything, but this is the way they used to make calendars, and it's very educational, very, very nicely. This is a I think it's 1931 I just said. Okay. First of all, they want to give us a nice, wonderful thank you for doing business with them, because they gave this to their customers and stuff. So we have a nice thank you and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. And they always pass these out right before the New Year began. Okay, this is planning and balanced meal, a balanced meal. Look at this. This is part of a calendar. They're going to tell you on the balancing a proper meal. How to feed the family. Balance rations. That is like something we really should have today. You know, suggested menu for home dinners. Now, not only do they give you the menu, you know, but menus for table decoration. Okay, you're going to decorate and all that stuff. But you also have soup stock. Look at this. I just found this so nice. I mean, you know, they're talking about luncheon menus and everything. The balanced meals and everything. This is just unreal. Formal and informal dinner to show you how to properly place the silverware. How to dress it up. Fold up your little napkin and everything where the glasses go. And all your forks and spoons. Here they have corn fritters. I mean, they're giving you recipes in this book. This is supposed to be just a calendar. You know, rabbit, cheese souffle, vegetarian loaf. Look, even back then, they thought about the vegetarian. Boiling spaghetti, boiled macaroni, some sandwiches, different things to fill a sandwich with. Delicious soups and tasty fish. Look at that. You got lobster in there, huh? One of the main favorite things. All recipes. Look at that. Vegetable soup. Fish. A few words about meat. You know, look at this. They're giving you everything. New England boiled dinner, pot roast, roast beef, meatloaf, beef stew, brisket. Wow. And then on this one here, look at this. How to cut up the meat too. You know, because a lot of people just raise their own meat and stuff. Even we'll show you how to cut it all up. What pieces go to which. I mean, you can't, this is in a calendar. I can't believe this. This is like so cool. Chopped beef and in cabbage leaf. God. Swiss steak. Look at this. Fillet steak. Vegetable pot pie. Fillet cutlets. Crown of lamb. Look at that. Everything. Show you all the pictures on which piece is what. You know, because if you didn't raise your own, you just went to the butcher, and when you've seen them, you know, this is so you know your pieces. So much information in just a calendar. Today you're lucky to get a calendar. Oh, look at that. And this is all about different porks, liver and bacon and hams and spare ribs. Wow. Pork chops with apples. Ooh. See, they give you all the recipes of everything. And again, some more of your pieces. Then they get into the poultry and everything. Fried spring chicken, stewed chicken, boiled spring chicken, chicken with rice. Look at this. Everything. roast turkey, roast wild duck, stuffed for game, oyster dressing for turkey. Wow, look at that. And then your potatoes and vegetables. I gotta have a section about that. Potatoes and fries and cream potatoes and vegetables and green peas and vegetable salads and everything. Look at that. Oh, even baked beans. How do you like that? There you go, people. 1, 2 baked beans. There's the recipe right there. I'll hold it for you. Or just put your video on pause. Collect it all right there. There's the whole thing. Don't see too many people do baked beans anymore, but we still do baked beans in the brown bread. Making it in the old coffee cans. Oh yeah, different salads. A chicken salad, a ham salad. Marshmallow salad ring. Interesting. I think I'll keep this and do a few of these, few videos on some of these recipes. Some more salads and dressings. Now here you're getting into the different dressings and stuff. Anti-fat oil mayonnaise dressing, sour cream salad dressing, vinegar dressing, French dressing. Cool. Nice. Butterscotch pie, sour cream pie. Huh, interesting. Lemon pie, mince meat for pies. There you go. We used to call that just meat pie. Pumpkin pie, coconut pie. Look at that. Everything. Hurry up cake, spice cake, fudge cake. Look at that. All the cakes and everything. This is in a calendar. Chocolate frosting, apple fritters. Wow. Look at that. Even fritter batter. That is cool. I will use that. Alright, different cakes and desserts. Ooh, ice cream and candies. Look at that. Okay, then they're going to get to their business. Isn't that nice to be able to have all that? Usually it's business first. They gave you a lot of information, a lot of recipes, all the proper eating and everything. Then they get to their point, the furnace facts. All about your furnaces and everything. Really cool. This is in a calendar. Of course, they're, heating and plumbing, so it's natural for them to have this. But to have given us all that information for us, interesting facts about furnaces, recipes for care of furnaces. Oh, recipes? For the care of furnace. Okay, modern plumbing creations. See, now they're getting into their stuff. First, they gave a lot of information, with all the cooking and proper health and portions and all your meats and all that. And then they talk about plumbing and heating, which is what they are. Planning insurance. Oh, insurance. Now, how many people plumbing and heating, and yet they're going to talk about the insurance, And then home decoration, probably where everything needs to be placed for, so you get the most out of your heat and stuff, because where you put your furniture makes a difference. Some first aid, look at that. Insurance, real estates and banks, all that. Then it opens up to your actual calendar. And look at that. January of 1931. So this is a 1931 calendar. Full moon, last quarter, new moon, and first quarter. Look at that. The weather forecast, look at that. It's got the weather, tells you about the moon, and then everything. Different birthdays. Look at this. What an interesting. 1919, Roosevelt died. Look at this. 1815, Battle of New Orleans. 1911, postal banks established in the U.S. Look at that. Oh, and look. Happy New Year. But it has everything in it. Look at that. Even the Valentines. Unreal. And see, you get to write messages or whatever if you got an appointment or something. Need to be somewhere special. Look at that, with all the full moon and everything. So this is a very nice calendar from 1931. 31. So if any of you collect old calendars and stuff and know the value of this, be sure to leave it in a comment. Because this is really, really nice to have. Look at this. Mother's Day. Look. That's how they did it. They didn't just write Mother's Day. They gave the picture. See, and all the interesting stuff in there. See, you got Peace Day. Yeah, National Flag adopted in 1777. There's a Flag Day. Bunker Hill Day. Look at that. June 17th. Longest day of the year. Look at that. They have everything in this. 4th of July. Isn't that cool? All that in this calendar. European War began in 1914. Oh, President Harding died 1923. What an unreal calendar. This is so nice. Something you don't see today. You know, gave you all those recipes before they got down to business, and then gave you what they were giving you to begin with, which was a calendar. Okay, but it's got all the days. Nothing's been written on, so it's in very good condition. It folds right up like that, and there you go. So if you know the value of old calendars, if there's people who collect the old calendars and stuff for historical value or museums and stuff, be sure to pass this video along to them. Okay? If you know the worth, share it. If you like this video, unique looking calendar like this, to give ideas for business or whatever, go ahead, share it with everyone. Alright now, bye-bye. Okay, this one is the book of the Adventures of Ol'Mistah Buzzard by Thornton W. Burgess. And this is really a bunch of bedtime stories and stuff. And this is kind of like material in way, and you can kind of see right there the type of material and everything. So you can see the age of the book. It's actually a 1919, and this is a first edition. Okay, so here we go. It's all about these two here. Give it the turkey and the rabbit. Really nice book. It was illustrated by Harrison Caddy. Yes, sir. It was Ol'Mistah Buzzard who walked out at the end of the hollow log. Look at that. I think it's cool. Okay, this is in Boston, Little Brown and Company. Little Brown and Company, 1919. Okay. Okay, copyright of 1990 by the Little Brown and Company and stuff. And these are the chapters that are in the book. The Great Fear of the Green Meadows. Unc Billy meets an old friend. Ol'Mistah Buzzard makes friends. A funny dispute. Peter grows courageous about Ol'Mistah Buzzard. Peter Rabbit's neck aches. Aw, poor rabbit. The result of Peter's watching. Peter Rabbit is jubilant. Peter tells the truth. Ol'Mistah Buzzard teases Peter Rabbit. Oh, that's not nice. But these are all bedtime stories for the kids. Can you imagine the dreams they may have after that? Okay, Peter is both puzzled and curious. Peter consults Sammy J. Peter arouses Sammy J's interests. Ooh. Sammy J disappoints Peter. Sammy J gives Peter directions. Peter jumps a mounds out of his skin. Oh, jumps almost out of his skin. The mystery is cleared up. Old Mustache Buzzards explains things. Peter asks a personal question. Old Mustache Buzzards starts a story. Old Mustache Buzzards finishes his tale. Reddy Fox runs for his life. Ooh. Peter Rabbit and Winsome Bluebird gossips. How Old Mustache Buzzard warms his toes. Pretty interesting little book. It has some pictures, not too many pictures in it, because it is reading bedtime stories when kids are supposed to be nicely asleep, but it does give a few of when they're talking. Uncle Billy picks up his ears as he listens. Written really big, so if you needed glasses in those days, I guess you didn't need it for the book. Ooh, here's another one. I think at the beginning of every bedtime story they show the picture so the kids can see the picture, then they lay down and the story is read to them. Well, not every story has a picture. Ooh, pictures are far and in between here. You can kind of see in between there how the book's put together. It's not stapled or sewed like the other ones are, but this is a 1919 book, so it's different. Not very many pictures. So it was meant to be read, not to show the kids too much, but to let their imagination, because when you read a story, what makes a good story is the picture that you create in your own mind. Here's another one. And the stories lead you to that picture. Well, that's about it for the... Oh, there's another picture. Up in the tree. With a little umbrella. And a hat. And a bonnet. Look at that. Cute. Okay. But the reason for making this video and stuff is I like to know the value of it. You know, it's like American Pickers. I want to know the value of something that I've come across. Got this at a yard sale and stuff, and we had the 1 mile long yard sale. And if I pick up anything that's nice and old, the end. You can see how it's been put together here and stuff. But the point of it all is these are some of the old books, and now that everybody has computers and everything, you don't get to see so much in print. So some of the old books like this need to be treasured and to hold on to and stuff. So if you're a collector of first edition books, this is really a good one to add to your collection and stuff. So if anybody knows the value of this, because you know I do watch shows, Pawn Star and everything, where they call in the expert when they have a first edition that somebody's trying to sell and everything. So it'd be nice if you know anybody in the book business that collects first editions. Pass this video on to them. I would appreciate that. And if they can tell you the value and you can share it with us, or they can share it with us, that would be very much appreciated, because sharing is a nice way to communicate with people and let them know the value and stuff. And go ahead and join me as a friend, and I'll be bringing you some more of whatever I find when I yard sale. Alright? That mile long yard sale is ideal. Love it. Collect a lot of really nice, interesting things. And this is one of them. Okay now, bye-bye. This one's another one of those old books that people used to send. If you notice, it has a rivage edge and stuff. And it has, you know, a little string right here for the binding and stuff. So if that gives you an idea of the age, be sure to share that with us. It's a really, really nice one. And let's see, this is London. It says London and also New York. Okay, but it's sweet reminders. Look at that nice house with some birds. Notice how when you close the book, it kind of has the gold on the edge and everything. So that can help collectors pretty much guess the age of this little booklet. Alright, so here we go with the story.
A sweet reminder. Just as in memory summer flowers still haunt the darkest wintry hours, when they have perished, although they may be far away, they still are with us day by day, the friends we've cherished. A word will bring them back to mind, a sudden thought, a greeting kind. A moment's dreaming we recollect the days that were, and see again their blossoms fair, their sunlight gleaming. So may dark days still bring to you sweet dreams of when the sky was blue, and winds blew kinder, and let my simple token be to you of my regard and me, a sweet reminder. That one was by Clifton Bingham. Hope and memory. When time, who steals our years away, shall steal our pleasures too, the memory of the past will stay, and half our joys renew. Then talk no more of future gloom, our joys shall always last, for hope shall brighten days to come, and memory glid the past. Thomas Moore. May all life's pathways be to you as bright as these we wander through, and like the flowers may blessings sweet spring up and bloom about your feet. Scenes of old. All through the day, where are my feet, my wonder? In crowded street, or when I muse alone, soft on my ear fall gentle, lingering voices, speaking of friends and joys I once have known, echoes of old and loving scenes of gladness, dreams from the past and memories long since flown, voices by the wayside, voices in the leaves, floating through the garden, whispering round the eaves, voices on the river, voices everywhere, ever bringing back the past and all that was so fair. Then in the night, when all the world is sleeping, still in my dreams return those scenes of old. Back comes the past in all its radiant glory, soft as of yore the tale of love is told. Sad tender eyes again as mine are shining, true loving hands once more in mine I hold. Voices, loving voices, whispering through the years, when the heart is happy, when the heart has tears. Stay with us forever, voices of the past, till when all is over, we meet in heaven at last. That's by F.E. Weatherly. The days may pass, the flowers may die, and much we cherished once go by. May turn December, the skies grow gray, that once were blue. What matters all, its heart be true, and friends remember. Another one by Clifton Bingham. When the tranquil hush of the twilight falls on the flowers sweet, they fade in the sultry noontide, and droop in the summer heat. Not the simplest is forgotten, not one can untimely die. The angel of night perceives them as he passeth slowly by. One impulse from a vernal wood may teach you more of man, of more evil and of good, than all the sages can. Friendship's greeting. The world is white with winter rime, the stream is frozen hearted, and all the songs of summertime are like the flowers departed. The birds are gone, goodbye, goodbye, to summer worlds they're fleeting, but there's a song that will not die, 'tis friendship's greeting. And though we do not meet, my friend, though time and place may sever, we are the same unto the end, the same old friends forever. The world may change, but we shall not, though fast the years are fleeting. True hearts can never be forgotten. Let's this be friendship's greeting. F.E. Weatherly.
All right, so if you know anything about these books, or the value of these books, if you notice right in the center and stuff, you could see that it was put together by string. Okay, nice golden type string. So if you know of collectors and stuff, be sure to send them this video. And if you know, be sure to share with everyone. All right, bye-bye now. Okay, here we have some of the booklets. In the old days, when they wanted to send a message, they kind of sent them in little books like this that had a lot of saying, instead of just when we went to just sending a card and stuff. They used to send special ones like this. This one is The Happy Land, and if you notice, this is published to Her Majesty the Queen. And it has London, Paris, and New York. And this one's trademark was in numbers and stuff. So the trademark number is 2617. So if you know about what year that might be, go ahead and leave us a comment and stuff. And if you know the value of such a book, you know, this is a good one for collectors and stuff. So we'll have Jennifer here read you the nice little book.
There is a happy land far, far away, where saints in glory stand, bright, bright as day. Oh, how they sweetly sing, worthy is our Savior King. Loud let his praises ring, praise, praise for aye. Come to this happy land, come, come away. Why will ye doubting stand? Why still delay? Oh, we shall happy be, when from sin and sorrow free, Lord, we shall live with thee, blessed, blessed for aye. Bright in that happy land, beams every eye, kept by a Father's hand, love cannot die. On then, to glory run, be a crown and kingdom won, and bright above the sun, for reign for aye. On Jordan's stormy banks I stand, and cast a wishful eye to Canaan's fair and happy land, where my possessions lie. Oh, the transporting, rapturous scene that rises to my sight, sweet fields arrayed in living green and rivers of delight. O'er all those wide extended plains shine one eternal day. Their God, the sun, forever reigns and scatter night away. When shall I reach that happy place and be forever blessed? When shall I see my Father's face and in his bosom rest?
And if you notice in the back, it has a few birds just flying freely. All right, so if you are interested in some more of these books, we still have a few more, so be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll read them to you. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, now I'm going to bring you some of the old Christmas cards. Some of these really go back. All the way to 1911 is what I found on the date on one of them. But these are very old Christmas cards, so I'm bringing them to you just to show you how they used to make cards way back when. Okay, this one was kind of simple, put together by a little ribbon and stuff. And it says, turn back the thoughts to bygone days, let happy memories wake, and give my greeting welcome sweet for add acquaintance sake. That you'll remember me, that's what it says right there. Think be every joy and treasure, peace, enjoyment, love, and pleasure. May this Christmas bring in its train not, but happy hours for thee. And that's what this one says. Okay. Time touch you're gentle in its flight. Gently in its flight. Oh, a couple of nice birds. That's pretty. With best wishes for a happy Christmas, the changeful season awkward wings, and each doubt tender memories bring. O dear one, who though far apart, still keep thy place within my heart. Isn't that a beautiful one? Okay, then we got this tiny little one. Friendship like the ivory clings. May Christmas joy be yours, shadow and shine. Alternately we know, may yours be most of sunlight, as life fair moments flow. Just a cute one, a little design on the side here. But a beautiful, cute little card. Okay, then we have some that were made, kind of had ruffles all around it and stuff, with the message, a blessing Christmas tide. That's when they used to say, instead of Christmas time, they used to say Christmas tide. So that might give you an idea of the age of some of these here. Hope and faith accent above, and the call of heavenly love. These fairest blossoms of the earth now speak to us of Jesus' birth. With best Christmas wishes, love Christmas light, no cloud can mar. God bless it rose to guide and bless, bright on the heart shine down the star, and leave thy spirit shadowless. Well, wasn't that different? Isn't that a beautiful flower? Isn't that nice? Now we have another one of those. This one's a two-sided, beautiful flowers. Isn't that nice? May Christmas bring you joy on this side. And all that ruffle. It's kind of like a gold on the side of that card here. On this side it says Christmas greetings with affectionate wishes. And that's what we have on this one. Okay. And this one says a Merry Christmas. And the flowers are rosin from the paper and everything. And you can see, kind of gives you the age by that design in itself. But a Merry Christmas. And you can see how it pushes the flowers right through. And says, with ring thoughts, with kind thoughts and glad remembrance at Christmas tide. That's when they used to say Christmas tide. All fairest bloom around thee blow, the gallant Christmas day. May joy beam on you for pathway glow, and gladness ever brighten grow. And love, even wealth, for the Yale. Okay, and this was put together with the string, which will give you an idea of the age. Okay, this one here is a Merry Christmas. Again, it's nice gold design around the flowers and everything. Give you a pattern of kind of like a lace kind of look. To greet you right heartify for a bright Christmas. For a very joyous Christmas, I wish this y'all in happiness. All past yells will outshine. Love and peace your footstep bless, for the sake of all landsign. Alright, and this one of course is put together with the string. And this is how they used to do Christmas cards in the past. Okay, now this one here comes with its own little envelope and everything. See the design, how it's riveted all the way around. Beautiful flowers that you can kind of see right through here. The design, a Merry Christmas with the string. So if you know the age, the year of some of this, be sure to let me know. Leave it in a comment and stuff. Okay, may you spend a happy Christmas tide. So that also gives us the age. A merry, merry Yale, oh may it really be, rosy and bright and full of everything joy for thee. Oh may your ever hope anchor and rest, so may this season ope, so end love blessed. I don't think that's an L, I might say best. Alright, oh, it had a year, 1911 on it. Haha. 1911 on this. So that kind of gives you the idea of the year of a lot of these beautiful cards. All in the beginning of the 1900s. Okay. And the one that we know is 1911. Says so on the back there. Is this one here. Look at this. Isn't that unique? And all it says is best Christmas wishes. Isn't that just a beautiful card? Simple. And unique. So if you know of anybody who collects cards and they like some of this in their collection and everything, it'd be nice to find out the worth of some of these. So if you know, be sure to let me know in a comment. And if you know collectors, be sure to send them my way. Send this video right to them. Sharing is really nice to share. So, hope you've enjoyed my bringing you some of these old cards. And be sure to sub me, because I'll be bringing you some more old. I go yard sailing and you never know what I'm going to pick up. Alrighty, bye-bye now. Okay, here are some beautiful little little cards from the old days and everything. Very old paper, old cards. So I just thought I'd bring them to you because they're awful cute. Look at these little kitties. Just playing and having fun. Just beautiful little cards. So I thought I'd bring them to you. Look at that. Innocent little kitty looking out of the basket. Just cute little cards that you would give a little message to someone with. And this one's a bigger card, but the picture's so sweet. Look at these little kittens. Isn't that cute? Beautiful, beautiful little cards. But this one is the one that I love the most out of this collection of cat cards, is this one here. You got some birds just hanging here. It says, with kind regards and best wishes. How do you like that? Isn't that a beautiful picture though? And this is what the cat is thinking. This one has a message in the back. It's kind of gold on the side. And it says, breaking the game laws. I really am, no doubt of that, a well-conducted fireside cat. Sedated and mild, and yet I can't imagine why a whiff of game, a trifle high, it drives me wild. I know I forfeit fair repute. I know they'll call me thievish brute and give me blows. Will bring the moral what it may. A little game is sweet today. And so here goes. This is from Frederick Lambridge. And this is the picture. Just some beautiful pictures of cats. So I thought I'd bring you some of these old little postcards that I found that came in a bucket at a yard sale. So I'm bringing you some of the old stuff that was inside of the bucket. So if you know collectors who collect cards and everything, and they might know the year of some of these cards, because there's no dates or anything on them, be sure to leave a comment. Let us all know. Share with everyone. And these pictures will be up on my Pinterest. So go ahead. Join me as a friend there. Join me as a friend right here. And I'll bring you some more vintage stuff that I found going yard sailing. Alright now. Bye-bye. In this video we have 3 interesting things to show you. This one here was from the Greyhound, how they used to give little cards and stuff if you traveled with them and stuff. And if you notice on the other side, this is a 1959. They had the calendar. But not only did they have the calendar, which of course said, go Greyhound, it's such a comfort to take the bus and leave the driving to us. But it also had a 3-inch ruler here on the side. So that's how they used to do things differently back then. This is 1959. Alright. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful view? Nice big mountain there. Still looks like it has snow and stuff with the Greyhound bus and the fall leaves. So a nice fall picture. Alright, so we have quite a few of those. Next we have Happy New Year card. Now the cards in the old days were made really, really different. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? And these flowers, you know, if I tilt it this way, you can see they rise above on the paper and stuff. And you have your nice little countryside and everything. And this is simply, you know, they done everything in nice little cards back then, which is kind of cute. It's just to wish you a Happy New Year, and life's sweetest blessing to thee, and so shine. So, but it's just beautiful how they used to, with the little string tied up and everything, but how they used to send Happy New Year cards. I just love how that rises up. Now the most interesting piece in this group on this video is this picture right here. Look at that. Unreal. Okay, if you notice, it's metal. Okay, with all the nice copper, beautiful design in the corners. I don't know what the value of this is, so if any of you know, be sure to let me know. I do put all these pictures up on Pinterest, and this is going in my collectible board. This picture is not a picture in this frame. This picture is actually on the tin itself. The back, if you notice, I paid $3 at the yard sale for it, is tin. And you see where you have this crease in the tin. That's the crease that you see right here in the picture. This picture is right on the tin itself. That's what makes this picture very, very unique. Look at the beautiful design on that. Alright, so if you know the value of this piece here, be sure to let me know. It is a beautiful piece. But the picture is all just right there in the tin itself. I don't know how they done that, but I think that makes it very unique, because it's not just a picture put in there, it's put on the tin itself. So if any of you know the age of that, of when they used to do pictures like that, that would be really interesting to know and to share with my other viewers who will be checking this video out. So leave a comment if you know at what year that they used to do this sort of portrait and stuff. And of course, if you know the value of that. If you know collectors and stuff who collect this stuff, be sure to send them this video, so we can get more information and it can all be shared with everyone, so we can all know. Okay? Be sure to sub me as I bring you more collectibles. Bye bye now. Okay, this one is Jesus, Lover of My Soul. Now this is an old one. This is when, instead of just sending a simple card as we do today and stuff, they used to send booklets to send their message to a loved one. If you notice, it's all rivage edge, and the flowers are uprised from the cover. If you notice, it's also just cut right through here and stuff. So again, put together with a string. That's how they used to put these little ones together. And this is also published to Her Majesty the Queen, London, Paris, and New York. Okay, and I believe they have a trademark copyright, which is number 1566, 1566. So if that gives you an idea of the year of this little booklet, be sure to leave it in a comment so that we can all know and share the information, and that will help to find out the value of this. So if you know of collectors of these little books and stuff, be sure to send them this video. And here we are with the reading of Jesus, Lover of My Soul.
Jesus, lover of my soul, let me to thy bosom fly, while the nearer waters roll, while the tempest still is high. Hide me, O my Savior, hide till the storm of life be past, safe into the heaven guide, O receive my soul at last. Other refuge I have none, hangs my helpless soul on thee. Leave me not alone, still support and comfort me. All my trust on thee is stayed, all my help from thee I bring. Cover my defenseless head with the shadow of thy wing. Thou, O Christ, art all I want, more than all in thee I find. Raise the fallen, cheer the faint, heal the sick, and lead the blind. Just and holy is thy name. I am all unrighteousness, false and full of sin I am. thou art full of truth and grace. Plenteous grace with thee is found, grace to cover all my sin. Let the healing streams abound, make and keep my pure within. Thou of life the fountain art, freely let me take of thee. Spring thou up within my heart, rise to all eternity. That's by Charles Wesley.
All right. So if you know of any collectors who would love to have this book, be sure to send them this video. If you know anything more about the year of this book, please leave a comment and join me as a friend as we bring you some more of collectibles. These pictures will all be on my Pinterest, so in my collectible board. So go ahead, leave a comment on this video or go visit my board to see everything I've collected and bring to you in video form. Okay, bye-bye now. Okay, here we have a booklet that every Navy personnel who went on board received this booklet. This is the USS Philippine Seas CV-47, and it says to keep this booklet with you while aboard. And this was really neat. This was a 1946 booklet. Okay. And it really tells them everything. It tells them the overall length of the ship, which was 886 feet. The beams are 91 feet. You know, it has everything about this. You know, the screws, the battery, everything. Okay, first it starts off by telling you the importance of the ship in order for everyone to appreciate and to treat it with respect. Okay. And this will tell them about, you know, where the mess hall is and everything. Numbering of compartments, military courtesy. This is really, really quite a book. So I don't know how many of you still have that from when your father or grandfather was in the Navy and went on ship. But this is really a nice one to have. Absent over leave or liberty. Battle stations. You were assigned to everything. Damage control. Obscenity, that wasn't allowed at all. Important places and how to get there. So pretty well told you where everything was. Where the barbershop was, and the dental office was, and buying clothes, and supply room. Where everything was. The laundry issued room. The ship store, the post office. Clothing and small. And do you know that it was a court-martial? It says so somewhere in here. Court-martial if you had somebody else's clothes. So if you found any clothing, you had to hurry up and turn it in right away. Because if you were found with somebody else's clothing, it's an automatic court-martial. That's how things were then. It was law and order. Sick bay. And see, it was just stapled. That's how they done it back then. General information going on leave. They will tell you exactly how to conduct yourself and the importance of your clothes and how your clothes had to look, you know, and stuff. And then you had to ask special permission in order to leave the ship. You had to salute the officer on deck, the whole works, and request permission to leave the ship. Permission to leave the ship, sir? While on liberty, how to conduct yourself, to return aboard, lucky bag, your mail, smoking. Ooh. That was a fire hazard. And this is the part of the uniform on how you're to be dressed, how to wear your hat, everything. Very, very, very all in details. The do's and the don'ts. If you find any clothing, turn it in to the Master at Arms. It is a court-martial offense to have the clothing of another in your possession, no matter how you got it. So see, it's very, very important. Find any valuables, turn it in, all that good stuff. Don't lean or sit on lifelines or railings. Everything. I mean, there's a rule for everything. Exchanges of liberty, general notes. Very, very detailed. So this is kind of a really neat little book to have. Well, I gave them reading material too. Okay, and then if you'll see the roster of officers, so you knew exactly who was who and their position. No chewing gum was permitted on board. Could not chew gum. Okay, and be a good sailor. Then if you look here and everything, this is where they have all your different parts of your ship. So you could see where everything was. They're all numbered. So you had a general idea where everything was on board. So this was really good. You know, when you're first getting on such a big ship, you can get lost easy, and that's the point of the booklet. Okay, and some extra notes if you needed to write some notes. Okay, so there you go. Welcome aboard. This is the USS Philippine Seas. So, check and see if you still have one of those. If you do, or if you know the value of this, because this is one of the collectibles that's going in my collectible board and stuff, where I like to put things up and find out the value of them or what they're worth today, to have this in my possession. So if you know, leave a comment. If you have one, go ahead, talk about it if you know any of the stories that went with the person who served. Okay? I'm bringing you a lot of pictures of that time and everything on some of my other videos. So you'll want to sub me and join me as a friend so that you can see some of the pictures that were taken when they went on Liberty and everything, like when they went to Japan and everything, and Tokyo and stuff. So that you can see those pictures too. They kind of all go hand in hand, but this is some of that. Okay? Bye-bye now. Okay, here we have Dr. Phelps Brown's annual almanac, and this is of 1884. There was a few interesting stories in this old almanac. If you notice, it's done with strings and everything, just like, you know, the way they done it in the old days, where they done just the strings and everything. So, right now we're going to read to you in this book. This is part of the almanac, and kind of interesting to see this in the book, but it is The Proper Care of Children, read to you by Jennifer, my daughter.
A child's sleep should never be induced by opiates, and its covering should be warm, light blankets. It should lie on its side, alternating from right to left, to prevent distortion of the spine. The body should be placed with the head to the north, as the action of electric currents is to the north, thus allowing greater repose to the brain. Strong light should be excluded from their sleeping apartments. Keep them in the open air as much as possible, but never, either sleeping or waking, envelope their heads in blankets. Weaning should take place after the appearance of the first teeth. Spring and fall are the proper seasons for weaning, which should be gradually done, and the food should be of the character of milk, bread and milk, boiled rice and milk, soda, crackers and milk, soft-boiled eggs, roasted potatoes, and milk, preparations of sago, arrowroot, tapioca, oatmeal gruel, rice pudding, sugar in moderate quantities is wholesome. Baby cries. If suffering from stomachache, it will shed tears copiously and utter long and loud cries, followed by movements up and down of the legs, as stomach ache is paroxysmal in its character. To cry in inflammation of the organs of the chest is painful. It therefore does not cry or shed tears, but utters a muttering cry abruptly completed and coughs after long breaths. In disease of the brain, the child shrieks piercingly, followed by moaning and wailing. Teething. When the gums are swollen and inflamed, fever, pain, and heat in the head, sore mouth, etc., put splinters of ice picked off with a needle to melt in its mouth. The fragments are drops of warm water when swallowed, and the child has all the coolness for his feverish gums. Without the slightest injury, bathe the head with diluted spirits, and the feet with warm mustard water. Keep the bowels free and regular by the simplest laxatives, and place a plaster between the shoulders, which will generally obviate all danger and mitigate the pain and suffering. When the speckled sore throat makes its appearance, wash the mouth with a mild solution of borax and use for diet. Gum, arabic, barley, or rice water. If the stomach is acid and the bowels gripping, administer mild doses of carbonate of magnesia, about a quarter of a teaspoon in a little milk is the usual dose. Warm baths are always beneficial, but care should be taken that the little ones do not catch cold after their baths. The teeth appear about the 6th month, though often later and also earlier. The two incisors of the lower jaws are usually the first, and then those of the upper jaw follow. Between the 12th and 16th month, the grinders come, and next the eye teeth. The others soon follow, so that by the age of 2, the child has its full set of milk teeth, 20 in number. Worms. The abdomen is full or bloated, the appetite sometimes deficient and sometimes voracious. The breath is usually offensive. The tongue has a white-coated appearance, and often the upper lip is swollen. The eyelids also swell often. Occasionally, swollen patches will present themselves in other parts of the body. Children troubled by worms are apt to pass restless at night and frequent start in their sleep. Other symptoms are paleness around the mouth, extended up the sides of the nose, a dry, choking cough, itching of the nose, etc. When any or all of these symptoms are present, the male fern vermifuge should be given to destroy the worms and their nests. After taking this efficacious but simple herbal remedy, children grow rosy, chubby, and fair, being rid of the parasites that fed on their vitality. For pinworms, inject salt and water. For croup, the symptoms are difficult breathing, hoarseness, loud and shrill coughing with a fever. Give the acacian balsam in small doses every hour and rub the chest of the child 10 minutes with herbal ointment freely applied. If not entirely relieved in half an hour, repeat the rubbing. Whooping cough consists of a convulsion cough attended by hissing and rattling in the windpipe and ineffective efforts to expel the breath. This is repeated until a quantity of thick, tenacious mucus is expectorated, when the breathing again becomes free. Apparently, threaten suffocation. Blood is sometimes started from the nostrils and ears. The acacia balsam is a potent, reliable remedy for this cough. It loosens the phlegm, lubricates the parts, and shortens the duration of the disease, while it greatly mitigates the violence of the cough. Scald head and eruptions of the scalp. For these, the woodland balm is infallible, containing healing, invigoration, herbal ingredients that act promptly in restoring the scalp to the healthy, cleaning condition. Earache may be cured in 10 minutes by placing the ear a piece of cotton waiting dipped in the herbal ointment. Cholera infantum and summer complaint usually attack children between the ages of 2 months and 3 years, commencing with a profuse diarrhea, stools thin and variously colored. The stomach rejects everything. Loss of flesh, languor, and prostration follow, and stools become colorless and odorless, skin dry and harsh, head and belly hot, thirst great, and fever constant. Dr. O.P. Brown's stomach tonic, the restorative assimilant, should be given at once in doses to suit the age of the child. 2 or 3 doses will heal the stomach and bowels and restore the child to a normal condition. Its food should consist of farinaceous articles of diet, if weaned, otherwise of its mother's milk. Drinks can also be given. If vomiting, be abstinent, given a little paragraph. Burns, sprains, stings, bruises, cuts, etc. will find a cure in the herbal ointment. If a child falls and bruises itself, a prompt application of the ointment will prevent swelling, soreness, and all discoloration. It will remove all pain from a bee sting or burn in a few minutes, and a few applications rubbed well and over a sprain will cure it. Every mother should know the distinctive symptoms between scarlet fever and measles, which are stated below. In scarlet fever, the eruption is bright scarlet. It appears on second day of fever. It's smooth to touch, is in the form of a rash, disappears on pressure. The face is quite dry. In measles, the eruption is dark red, does not appear till the 4th day, is raised and rough, is larger and crescent-shaped, does not disappear, and face swelled running from eyes and nose, hoarse, dry cough. Space will not allow farther particles here. Symptoms and full treatment for all diseases of children are given in Dr. O. Phelps Brown, Complete Herbalist.